Let's talk elections. It's 2 weeks to the governorship election in Edo State, and the Independent National Electoral Commission has appealed to the media to be professional in their coverage of the election. Senior reporter Ademola Lawrence has more.
In the last 3 months, the electoral body has intensified its engagement with stakeholders at state and local government levels in a bid to ensure peaceful conduct of the election. The Commission said it has left no stone unturned in its effort to guarantee a conducive environment for the conduct of a credible electoral process. INEC appealed to media organizations to guard against fake news and misinformation during the election period.
With security agents and on all our social media platforms. Now, guiding against fake news and misinformation. In this digital age, we are accurately aware of the danger posed by fake news and misleading news, especially during an election period. Such information has the potential to disrupt the electoral process, undermine the public confidence, and incite unnecessary tensions during election. The Commission has taken proactive steps to combat.
For the electoral body, the integrity of the polls is very important for the sustenance of the country's democracy.
Professor Yakubu said the media is the cornerstone of democracy, and they play an indispensable role in the proper functioning of the democratic system. Universally, the role of the media in information dissemination and public enlightenment through the provision of platform for electoral campaigns, public debate, and voter education are a precondition for free and fair elections.
The Commission says it's also concluding arrangement with the land and maritime transport unions for logistics. Ademola Lawrence, TVC News, Abuja.
Ahead of the 21st of September election, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has struck out the appeal by governorship aspirants of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State, Arthur Esene and Ansem Ujezwa, seeking to disqualify Edo Governorship as governorship candidate of the party. The aspirants in the appeal prayed the court to set aside the 17th of April judgment by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja, which dismissed their suit for being statute barred. In the lead judgment of the Court of Appeal, Justice Hama Barka affirmed the judgment by Justice Omotosho and held that the suit was filed out of time and statute barred. Justice Barka also agreed with the finding of the Federal High Court that the aspirants failed to establish their claim that Mr. Ighodalo forged his voter's card and that the suit lacked merit. Staying on development ahead of the Edo governorship election, the leadership of the All Progressives Congress has raised concerns about the deteriorated state of the education sector in Edo. The issue was again highlighted during a ward-to-ward campaign in Ovia Northeast local government area, where the state of infrastructure in public schools in the past 7 years.
Ujobu is one of the villages in Ovia Northeast local government area. On arrival, the former governor of the state, Adams Oshomole, took the candidates and other members of the campaign team on an on-the-spot assessment of the level of field infrastructure since he left office over past 7 years before proceeding to the rally ground. Here, the leadership of the APC tackled Governor Godwin Obaseki on the much-talked education sector. They explained why they embarked on the assessment visit to the school. They say it enabled the APC governorship candidates have a first-hand information on how funds have been mismanaged in the state, especially in the education sector.
If you look around the schools, even the red room that I built, today there are no teachers. The next governor has a solution. I prefer he say it by himself.
Everything you will do, take time this party. Go to get deputy governor for your house, easy. That for now, you vote for them. On the 21st of this month, that be governorship election. Well, on a vote for APC.
Every person in Ovia, whether you belong to Labour or whether you belong to PDP, whether you belong to whatever party, this time we are all deciding that we're voting for APC because development will start from Ovia.
Unveiling their manifesto to the people, the candidate said he is not surprised by his findings, and that is why he is in the race. He pledged to make education one of the top priorities when elected into power by investing in infrastructure upgrades, providing necessary resources, implementing policies aimed at improving the quality of education in the state.
We employ over 5,000 teachers to make sure that your children will go to good school. And the teachers will be paid salary. And we will renovate all the schools.
And it is clear that Edo Best, as they call it, is Edo scam. They have decided to scam Edo people for almost 8 years now.
That Shumle roof for primary school. That they lecture them. This school, our students, even snake, everything, they drive them for inside this school.
Even me, I attend this school. So we beg the state government, even the president, Edo Shumle did here. So may they help us, may they come renovate this school for us.
It is barely 14 days left to the election, and all eyes will be on Edo State.
Let's turn attention to Zamfara, where the state government has denied claims that it gave 1 billion naira to bandit leaders for reconciliation or to pave way for the governor to begin illegal mining in the state. This development comes after a letter purportedly signed by the secretary to the state government surfaced showing the allocation of more than 1 billion naira to bandits and some other key players for reconciliation. TVC News' Theophilus Darufai reports.
The Zamfara state government describes the claim as false and baseless in an attempt to distract Governor Edo from his stance to crush banditry and kidnapping bedeviling the state without engaging in reconciliation with armed bandits. Secretary to the state government is insisting that the current administration in Zamfara state has no plans to reconcile with armed bandits nor engage in mining activities while the federal government ban on mining in Zamfara is still in place.
The purported memo allegedly said to have originated from my office, His Excellency the Executive Governor, is entirely fake, fabricated, and mischievous in all its entirety. The Zamfara state government, under His Excellency Governor Dauda Lawal, has consistently announced its firm stance against negotiating with the bandit terrorists. We still maintain the position and that we will not negotiate with terrorists. The fabricated document and the baseless claims it contains are not only distracting, but also an attempt to erode the trust and confidence that the people of Zamfara have in the leadership. You may recall that the previous administrations have tried sulhu and dialogue with bandits, and it did not succeed.
Mr. Nakwada also clears the air on the resignation of the former chairman of the Zamfara State Security Trust Fund, former Inspector General of Police Mohammed Abubakar.
The former IG, to the best of my knowledge, chose to voluntarily resign. The funds that they are quoting on that document, I don't even know why they got it, because the Security Trust Fund barely began operation how many months ago? So there was no way they could have had such an amount of money.
The Commissioners for Justice and Environment say mining contributes to insecurity affecting the state, and the government will not fold its arms and see people playing politics with innocent lives.
The Executive Governor of Zamfara State and the entire state government have not once involved itself in any mining activity.
The people who perpetrated this act will not go unpunished.
Theophilus Darufai, TVC News Gusau.